the season.
okay.
So that's where
All
we
right.
get, basically the quarter of the league has turnover, head coaches and all that.
So now all the chips have fallen, and now they'll start the hirings will start, and will Bill Belichick ever coach again in the NFL?
I doubt.
Or now they're even saying it would be like co-coaches with his 24-year-old girlfriend.
Yeah.
Right, I mean, I've been that online kind of stuff, so, anyway, so have we covered, well, you talked about, so maybe there are only 5 in the last,
Yes,
Black
five
Monday,
right now.
counting Harbaugh. All right, who else? Anybody else earn the hot seat?
I'll go with the Thunder. They started out 25-2, and were like being compared to the Warriors, the Bulls teams with the best record of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Now they're 5-5 in their last 10 games. Just got blown out by the Hornets, and
Or is anybody, any key pieces hurt?
I don't believe so.
I think you're at this point of the season where you might be hitting a wall. Is it a regression? Is it, injuries? I think every team goes through this.
They're coasting.
You're not going to win 75 games. They're on that pace there. I think right
For
now.
a while, they were
Yeah, they're the
20-something
hottest
and 1,
team.
or
25-1, I think.
25 and 1, that's
And,
unbelievable.
the Spurs were their kryptonite, but right now I think it's just them. Everyone goes through it. You don't see in
Yeah.
football there, but in baseball and hockey and basketball, you kind of go through these lulls.
Sure.
So
I mean, some sports are different than others, like baseball.
Yeah.
The worst team in baseball, they still win 40 games or something, 50, so
It's
it just
almost-
happens. You're not going to win them all.
It's also maybe the Spurs exposed something about them that teams haven't seen before. So, because I know the Spurs have beat them, I think either
3
twice
in a
or
row,
3
counting
times.
the cup.
So,
Well, what would that be? What have they discovered? Have a Wembanyama in the
yeah, I
middle?
guess
But
they just have-
he didn't play a lot of minutes in
Yeah.
at least one of those games.
I mean, when they lost to Charlotte, and then they're 10 games under 500. So it's just kind of these games where
I
you
know.
should be winning these, but they
Yeah.
still have a well enough lead from the 1 seed to the 2 seed.
Yeah.
So I'm not panicking, but it's just one of those,
Well, yeah.
mid-season, you're almost at mid-season there. So it's just one of those,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, while we're talking about the NBA, I was going to put the Nuggets in the shining stars because they beat the Sixers. I watched the game on Prime last night, and they beat them in overtime by a point. But Jokic was out, Jamal Murray was out, Aaron Gordon, Braun. I don't know. I mean, that's 4 starters right
Yeah.
there. And these guys, Pickett out of Penn State, I don't even remember. I barely remember the guy. He had almost 30 points.
yeah, I think he was on the tournament team a couple years ago. So, Penn State when they made the tournament.
Yeah. So, but he given it. I mean, these guys you never hear of them, and then given it a chance. Some of them aren't. I mean, they're pretty good ball players.
Yeah.
They're in the NBA. Any other NBA news we should cover while we're on the subject?
Well, I don't have too much on the outline, but that's about all
Okay.
I have on
All right.
that.
What do you guys want to talk about? Anybody have?
Finish the hot seat there.
Oh
with,
yeah. Who else do you have?
For my hot
Nick?
seat, it's funny we're talking about Stefanski. I went with the Browns. I thought that them firing Stefanski after back-to-back Coach of the Years I didn't agree with the move. And then their GM came out and said that they are committed to securing the QB position this offseason, but wouldn't commit to Shedeur Sanders at all. And I just thought that was interesting given the amount of turnover they've had there. He wasn't great by any means, but I thought he grew a lot during the season and at least was something to build on moving forward. But to not even mention him in your QB future, I thought was odd. And it just,
Better than Gabriel?
I think so.
For sure.
By a lot, yeah.
Okay. Was Gabriel kind of like Tua? I mean, do you see similarity there?
I think he needs a little bit more pieces around him, with Gabriel.
Short. He's on the short side too.
Yeah, so I think maybe later on, in his career, he could be, a solid 2, but I don't see a starter
Doug Flutie.
right now.
I think Shedeur did more with the same pieces.
Yeah.
And enough to deserve an elongated look next year.
Yeah. All right. Good stuff so far. Anybody else? Hot seat?
I'm going to go with the Cowboys. This is the 4th straight year in a row that they are in search for a D coordinator. So,
Maybe Jerry Jones should fire his GM.
well, I'm not sure if he's going to go in that stint there and, fire himself there, but, in 2025.
I just want to see if you guys would pick up on that, okay.
In 2025, Dallas ranked 30th in yards allowed, averaged 377, and then last in passing. So you just look at that; it's just been the same calling card year after year after year. So you see what happens, in 2026 there. But Brady, you being a Cowboys fan, were you surprised with this move?
No,
Eberflus?
I mean, I think Eberflus is a very talented coach. The defensive, it wasn't a good group. They tried improving at the deadline, and it just wasn't enough. But I've seen some Brian Flores talk, which I think that would be a fantastic hire, and because of the way he disguises stuff in like blitz packages, I think it would be awesome. But I think you had to get rid of him. I mean,
And these
the
guys are
defense
making how many $1 million a
Yeah.
year? What's the top coordinator make, 10 million in the NFL? Who do we got on the phone?
We got Robert, but we still got the some of the hot seat
Okay,
in,
all right,
in the
okay.
shining star there.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, keep it going.
We can start with the shining star there, and
Okay, yeah. I already mentioned
I
the
mean,
Nuggets,
with,
so go ahead. You guys
I can
take over.
start. I'll say the Ole Miss Rebels. They
What a great story.
beat Georgia 39-34 without head coach Lane Kiffin, who abandoned them for LSU a couple weeks ago. Trinidad Chambliss played outstanding. He made some of the craziest plays I've ever seen. Just completely flipped that game around, turned 2 possible sacks in the first downs. Kicker Lucas Carnero made Sugar Bowl record of 55 and then kicked a 56-yarder to break his own record later in the game and walked it off with a 47-yarder. Another thing I want to mention about Ole Miss is their new head coach, Pete Golding, he has not only established a new culture, with a new era in college football, he's being able to retain all of his guys essentially. Like Chambliss and Lacey have already committed to come back next year, along with a lot of the defense, which there's a lot of speculation that Lane Kiffin would be able to pull, especially Chambliss and Lacey into the offensive guys to LSU. But Golding has established that he's a good coach and he's been able to retain the players. So bright future ahead.
What about the assistants? Are some of the assistants going to end up following Lane Kiffin, and are they caught in the middle here?
A lot of the offensive guys will, but they have 4 coaches left for LSU after the Georgia game, and then 2 have come back to Ole Miss to finish out the season.
But then they're going to
Then they're going to
LSU.
LSU, yeah.
I mean, that there's something wrong. This is a bad situation. I mean, Penn State went through it with their backup quarterback, Prabula. I mean, the coaches and players. It's just so disruptive, and I think it really hurts the game.
Yes, definitely.
It's a bad look, don't you think?
Yeah.
All right, what else you got? Anybody?
For the Shining Star, with all the basketball and football talk, I went in a baseball direction. The Blue Jays signed Kazuma Okamoto out of Japan to a 4-year and $60 million deal. And it's not a huge signing like Tucker or Bichette, but so far I think they've put together the best offseason in baseball. With signing Dylan Cease, Tyler Rogers, and others, they've positioned themselves to repeat as the AL favorites. A lot of times I think teams fresh off the World Series kind of sit pat and think they're good enough to repeat, and the Blue Jays just aren't doing that. They're putting their money back in, and they're reinvesting, and they're creating one of the better lineups in baseball.
Will they keep Bichette?
I think they can. There's been talk that they're still in it on Bichette, Tucker, Bregman, one of the big fish still out there. I think if you do that, they have the money to do it. I think it just makes a really good lineup even better.
yeah, I would agree. It's going to be, you can't sign all of them, but I think Bichette is still in the cards with what they have spent and what's on their roster. It's definitely doable. It's just a matter of what does Bichette want. So that's going to be the end game there.
Is Jeff Hoffman good enough as your closer? I mean, he's the next Philly, so I was happy for him until the bitter end, right?
I think they paid him enough money. He's going to keep getting opportunities. They've done a good job this offseason of surrounding him with other high upside options if he falters again. So I think they have a good safety net there if he starts to fail again. But I also think it's impressive that the Blue Jays have really been able to flip the script. If you remember a couple of years ago when Ohtani was a free agent, there was a big narrative that nobody wanted to sign with Toronto, that nobody wanted to go to Canada, anything.
Pay too much taxes or something like that. I mean,
Income tax and everything, and they've just completely flipped that script
Yeah.
by winning.
well, it's a great place to live. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's almost like with Toronto, they have to outbid other teams just because the dollar is more expensive, and such there. So they are in a bidding war almost with themselves to
Yeah.
win these players. So that'll be interesting as, the years go by and all that there. My shining star, I'm gonna go with basketball. I'm gonna go with Nebraska. Right now, they are, one of 6 schools still undefeated.
And they're what, top 10? Yeah.
They're top 10 in the rankings. They never won a NCAA tournament game. Last night they went on a 9-0 run. They won that game, and now they have a game against Indiana on Saturday. And, this will kind of put their trajectory upwards. Are they one of the best teams in the nation there, or a top 5 or a top 10? So that right there, just seeing the Cornhuskers, you're so used to just saying football, but, basketball program itself there is,
I guess the Ohio State football players were able to go and watch the game and support their classmates.
yeah. So,
Sorry, I couldn't
it's
resist.
all good there. So, just seeing it looked like Ohio State was gonna win that game, but, Nebraska just went, 9-0, won the game, by 5, so.
Well, let's digress a little. Let's talk about that Miami-Ohio State game.
I was, I said the points last week. I said with Ryan Day, being the play
Is he on the
caller.
hot seat?
I wouldn't say a hot seat there. I would say it's probably.
He hasn't won a world or a national championship in a whole year.
I know it's been a while.
Pressure.
It's a long drought there, but I say going into the game, I'm interested to see how Day calls the game. I felt like they were a little timid. It was almost like Miami was more the aggressor than Ohio State was, and I look at that interception.
The old Ruster rest, I thought of you.
Yes, yeah,
You think
you
that
know.
came into play?
See,
Sarin didn't have a very good game, did he?
saying
Just saying.
he was respectable. I mean, yeah, he threw a couple picks there. The pick at the end of the game, that was when you're down by 2 scores, but I kind of felt like the lights were a little too bright for him at the beginning of the game. He kind of got in sync in the second half, but when you're down by 2 scores, you're almost at their mercy a little bit there. But when it was 14-17, I thought they were going to come back and win. The penalty for Miami at towards the end, I didn't really agree with it, but that's just how the football bounced on that end.
Well, they had all those legends on the sideline. Is that allowed? I mean, like Michael
thought there
Irvin's
was-
down
yeah,
there, Ray
yeah.
Lewis, who else was down there? But did Ohio State have any counterparts?
I think they had
Couple
a good amount on
famous
there, but they were
Buckeyes.
showing Michael Irvin a good bit throughout the game there. But
Yeah.
you look at it, the offensive line just was giving up sacks left and right. You look at the Indiana game and the Ohio State Big Ten title game, and then the Miami Ohio State game, just allowing so many sacks. So you look at that, and then the defense being so elite, giving up those many points. So it's so many things just kind of added up there, but just disappointing.
There's always next year.
Or this year.
Yeah. What about your receiver? He can't go pro yet, can he?
He'll go pro after this
Right.
2026 season, so he'll be pro in 2027.
Okay. Possible number 1 draft pick, who knows? Do we talk to Robert? Anybody else have any additions or corrections to the hot seat or Shining Star awards?
I mean, I guess we can say Indiana. I mean, the way
Yeah.
that they beat.
Oh, yeah. What was the biggest upset for you guys? Ohio State losing to Miami? Or Ole Miss beating
I
Georgia?
would probably say Ole Miss over Georgia just because of the whole head coaching thing. I mean, Miami got hot at the end of the year, so
Somebody told me Georgia paid their players $33 million this year.
that wouldn't
Do you
shock
believe
me.
it? Right, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm old school, but we don't have time to digress to that point. Should we talk to Robert? And then I do want to call my cousin and just say hello.
We can do a little bit of your cousin there and then kind of go with Robert. Or,
Okay, Robert's, but he's still on the phone? Is he still on or
I
not?
think he's on there, but
Well, let's talk to him and explain that we need to clear the line and see how he did. Robert, you still with us? Oh, wait a minute, is this little Bobby? You're so patient. Don't you have any homework tonight?
No.
Well, you were out of school for a long time. I hope you were reading on your own throughout your break.
No.
No? Well, did you dial sports chat? You know the number?
No.
Is it on speed dial at your house?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, are you also a Broncos fan? No? Who do you like?
Eagle.
Eagles? Oh, bless your heart, young man. All right, let's talk about the Eagles. Who do you like this weekend? Eagles or 49ers?
49ers.
Why? You have little faith. Okay, let's go down. We'll segue right into this. 49ers, Eagles. We should put them in the order of the games, but we started here. So, anybody like the Eagles or the 49ers? No. I do. Oh, we just said you picked the 49ers. All right. Well, I like the Eagles. I'll tell you why. I think the 49ers are banged up. The Eagles, it's a controversial decision not to try to beat the Commanders. And the way they lost, they had no less than 4 pass interference penalties. And I think they had 170 yards in penalties in that game. So they really weren't trying to win it. But I see, what's the point of winning that game and then getting somebody key hurt?
Yeah, I like the 49ers, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles would win. I just think that it's going to be hard for the Eagles to make a run just because they have been so inconsistent all year.
Yeah, the offensive coordinator, it seems like you can't get on the same page.
So I can see them definitely winning a game or two, but
It's hard to repeat. Who was the
Yeah.
last repeat Super Bowl champion?
Chiefs.
Chiefs,
Chiefs,
just a few
okay.
years.
Yeah, that wasn't that long ago either, but.
Yeah. I lead,
What?
Mr. Cook.
Yes?
My dad was about.
All right, put him on.
Hello, Mr. Cook. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
My money was
Yeah, let's see, okay. I liked our most iconic moment of the year. Nick, you weren't here, but I said Ohtani's performance in the World Series, 3 homers, 10K. Brady said the Final Four, NCAA and Florida winning it all with local product, Tommy Hout. And then Corey said the career slam at the Masters for Rory McIlroy. Go ahead.
35 more days till open day for way to go.
Certain amount of days to Williams Grove. I'm not sure.
Okay, what's the countdown?
35 days.
75. 75 days, whew. Okay, well, keep us posted. I can do the math. I imagine next week it'll be 68.
Should be.
Okay, hey, my cousin's calling. Robert, we gotta hang up. Okay, this is great. Robert, call us back or else just listen. Jack, is that you? Hey, I'm putting you on, I just put you on speakerphone. We were just gonna call you. How are you?
Oh, you haven't called me yet?
No, I'm just getting ready to call you. We're live worldwide. So we're on the phone with my cousin Jack Cook from the great state of North Carolina. How's everything doing down there, Jack?
It's good. Weather's good.
Good. What was the temperature today?
It's in the mid-70s.
Wow. Oh, we didn't have that. We had like low 40s. So, and Mary Lou and all the pets are all doing well?
Yeah, we're down to 1 dog and 1 cat,
Okay, well, that's still enough to keep you busy.
and they're doing well. How
Good.
about you? Do you still have your a cat?
No, we have no pets, but we're okay with that. Well, listen, let me introduce you to our crew here. We have Corey Smith. He's been on how many episodes? Over 100?
I think over 200.
Over
now.
200? Wow.
Oh,
And Nick Pierce and Brady Dettenburn, they go to college. Nick plays baseball. Brady was a three-sport athlete in high school? Nick also?
Just the one.
Just baseball?
Yep.
Specializing, but he's a hurler. But I explained that you're a big Eagles fan, and they all picked the 49ers. I picked the Eagles. How can the Eagles win? What's the key for them?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, the 49ers have quite a few injuries, and their two best defensive players are not going to be playing. So,
Ward and Bosa or something like that?
yeah,
Warner?
so I'm pretty optimistic about the Eagles winning this game. Although, I'll tell you, I was very upset that they didn't play their starters against the Commanders. Number
Yeah.
one, I hate the Commanders.
Exactly.
And number two, I just didn't.
With Josh Johnson, no less. Are you kidding me? He made him look like an all-pro.
Didn't he? A few years ago, didn't he play for the Vikings? And he came into a game and beat the Eagles.
I think so. I mean, he's played for 15 teams or something like that.
Yeah.
So, we say, at least you don't get anybody hurt, like somebody like Goddard or, God forbid, Saquon Barkley. How many times did Tanner McKee throw it out of bounds intentionally? At least 10.
Numerous
Every
times
time,
there, yes.
I mean, I know, and it was always to the right side, too. I don't think he ever rolled left and threw it out. It was like Groundhog Day. He just kept rolling right and throwing it out of bounds.
Yeah.
They didn't call a running play in the second half, and Tank Bigsby was killing it.
Yeah.
So what about the OC? Does he have to go? Is he on the hot seat?
He's on my hot seat.
Yeah.
I wish he would go, but he's going to be here the rest of this year.
I
Right.
guess, yeah. I mean, and Sirianni won't take over the play calling or anything, but can Hurts audible at the line? I guess he can, but I don't know if they ever do that because you have the coach in your helmet and so forth. It was nice to see Devontae Smith get his 1,000 yards. They are quite a tandem. And the Eagles went through this whole thing with A.J. Brown, and he's kind of shut his mouth down the stretch, which is good because that wasn't really helping the team.
No, not at all.
So we can come back to the Eagles at any point, but we're going to go around the league. Did you watch the Sixers last night?
No, it wasn't on TV down here.
Okay, I got it on Prime, and Embiid's looking so much better. He's played a lot of minutes, 30, 10, and 6 or something like that. Still turns it over way too much, and Maxey had a chance to win it in overtime. The shot just spilled out. But I explained that the Nuggets were missing all these starters like Jokic, Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, and Braun, and they had guys shooting lights out. So, but overall, I'm pleased with the Sixers. Are you?
Yeah, I'm very surprised. I'm very, very surprised.
Yeah,
that
because
they're
last
playing
year they were how many games under 500? Last year was a debacle.
about 30, I think.
Yeah, and right now they're the number 5 in the East, or they're top 6. I'm pretty sure.
One
So-
thing that worries me though is you got Maxey, who's he's taken over as a team leader and the star player on the team. And when Embiid doesn't play, he does really well. He scores like 40 points and leads the team. But then when Embiid plays, it seems like Embiid has to have the ball again, and
Yeah,
Maxey kind of disappears at points.
I know. And then how could they lose to the Nets a week ago or so, whatever that was? Ugh. But we're just talking about how you never know what's going to happen. How did the Chiefs lose to the Raiders? I don't care what the circumstances were. I guess the Chiefs were down to their third-string quarterback.
Actually, fourth string.
Fourth string? All right, let's go baseball, because I'm an optimist. I know the baseball season will be here before we know it. Well, Phillies fans, Schwarber, great move to sign him, don't you think?
Yes.
And
Although they're spending all that money, it kind of hinders them from picking up anybody else.
well, what about this not elite thing between Dombrowski and Harper?
I think it's a bunch of baloney.
Yeah. Build the hype, huh? Like make it seem there's a big
I think
trouble
Dombrowski
brewing.
thought
And
this- Yeah, Dombrowski thought this is the way I could charge Harper up, and he'll have a great year next year.
well, I see so much
Harper's gonna
stuff.
Take it that way.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope it works that way. I see so much stuff online about Alec Bohm, and this is over the last 2 years, and now it's Real Muto and Ranger. Any news on those fronts? Is Bohm going to be traded, or are they going to re-sign Ranger or Real Muto? Seems like Real Muto is the urgency there to re-sign him. I don't know. Who else do they have on the farm that's any good? I mean, they have guys that are good catchers, but I don't think they're going to provide the pop that JT can.
No, but if they, they were talking about maybe signing Bo Bichette with the Toronto Blue Jays, and if they could sign him, then it's not. To me, it's not that important to re-sign Realmuto. Just find a catcher, a good defensive catcher, and go with him.
Okay, so does he play shortstop, and you move Turner to the outfield, or what do you do?
No, I think you either play him at second or third, and trade either Bohm or Stott.
Okay.
You can play all three. You can play second base, shortstop, and third.
Yeah, okay.
So I like that idea. And I don't know what's going on with Realmuto. I mean, what's he want? He's 34 years old.
Well, like a 2-year contract would be nice, I think, but we'll see. So let's go through the rest of the season, or the playoffs in order. And Jack, I'll let you chime in here too. What's the first game coming up? Is there a game Friday night or
First game is Saturday.
2 games Saturday, right?
You got the Rams going to Carolina.
Does anybody think the Panthers are going to win that game?
No.
Well, I mean,
No response, as we say in court.
the Panthers did beat the Rams earlier in the season, but I don't see this happening again. Devontae Adams will be playing, so I'm going to go with the Rams.
Yeah.
Rams by a lot.
Puka, he's unbelievable, that guy. Go ahead, Jack. Who do you like? You like the Rams, or you like Carolina? You think?
Haven't the Rams lost 3 games in a row against pretty weak competition?
Well,
Well, the Rams won on Week 18 against
yeah.
the Cardinals.
They just beat the Cardinals.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
Well, you can, hey, just to make things interesting, I'll put you down for Carolina, okay?
Oh, me?
We're not, there's no money involved here. This is local bragging rights.
I think they have a shot. I
Okay.
was surprised this year. I mean, I'm in their territory here down in North Carolina.
I know. You're saying the right
So-
thing for all the viewers down there watching Sports Chat. Okay, what's next up, Corey?
We got the Packers and the Bears playing at 7 or 8 o'clock on
Packers
Saturday
at
night.
Bears, a
You got the
classic
2-7
NFC
matchup
North.
there.
Yeah.
This will be the second time that the Bears and Packers will be playing in the Super Bowl era in the playoffs. The last
And the
time
third time they're playing this season, right? So,
basically in a month span there. So
yeah.
the last time that they played in the playoffs was the 2010 NFC Championship game, which the Packers won that, in Chicago there. So, you got your classic 2-7 matchup there, so I'm going to go with the Bears winning this game, but I think it's going to be like 19-13, 19-16, a very, close scoring, game there. But it really depends on, can the Packers stop the run game. You got Mamungai and Swift that went nuts on them, the first game and the second game there. So it's just a matter of.
And against the Eagles too, I might add, yeah.
And then this time, Love is going to be playing there, so you're not going to have that benefit of having the backup quarterback of Willis playing.
Although he had a great game, didn't he? When he
Yeah,
was in there?
so I think it's going to be a 4-quarter type of game, but I'm going to go with the Bears 19-13.
I thought you said 16, 13.
Well, I kind of changed it up a little.
You're hedging,
19-13.
Yeah, I've got the cardiac Bears too, and I think
Okay.
that it'll be a close game, and we won't know until the
2 minutes
clock hits
left in the
0.
game.
Honestly, I think it's gonna be a
Okay,
close
well,
game.
yeah, I mean, they probably know all about each other,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
just a long history. And Brady, what do you think?
I'm going to go with the Bears as well. I think Caleb Williams establishes himself as a top
Elite,
quarterback in this league.
elite.
Yeah.
He doesn't turn it over either. That's
does
big.
not.
That's big.
Cut down on the sacks there.
And he
so, yeah.
extends plays too, so.
Okay, Jack, who do you like in that game? Bears, Packers?
I think the Packers have too many injuries to overcome. and
Okay.
Plus, Micah Parsons is out, and he's
Yeah.
our best defensive
Oh, yeah,
player.
I know.
So
I mean,
I'm thinking the Bears are going to win,
okay.
which means if the Eagles beat the 49ers, then the Eagles will play the Bears the next week in Chicago.
Yeah, well, if they don't beat the 49ers, they might. I guess they need, they would hope that Green Bay would beat the Bears, and then would they go to Green Bay? I don't know, it depends on seeding and,
You know, so if the Packers would win, them being the 7th seed, the 7 will play the 1, which the Packers will go to Seattle. And then the the Eagles will play the winner of the 4-5 matchup of the.
They'd host the Rams or the Panthers then.
okay, all right. Well, they already beat the Rams, that was an unbelievable game with a blocked field goal, and
Yes.
looked like a sure loss. All right, what's the next game in the lineup? I know we have the phone ringing,
The
but,
next one would be the Bills and the Jags. That's your 1 o'clock game on Sunday.
okay.
The Jets made the playoffs?
Jags, you said, Jags. Bills, Jags, so they're at Jacksonville. Pretty tough matchup for the Jaguars. I mean, this is a battle of
Vice
prolific
versa there, too.
quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I think I think this is the best game we have all weekend. I think this is the winner of this game. I think is going to go very far in the AFC. So I'm going to go to the Bills just because they have the experience. Josh Allen in the playoffs, tough to beat unless you're Patrick Mahomes. So
What about this Stephon Diggs thing? Is that a distraction?
Well,
he's
that's
a Patriot.
that's the.
Oh, he's on the Patriots. It's
Yes.
not, well, I guess it's not he was on the Bills, wasn't he?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so you like
I like Buffalo.
the Bills, okay. Nick, who do you like?
I lean Jacksonville, honestly. I think that even though this is Josh Allen's best chance of making a run, I don't think that team is nearly as good as it has been in the past. And Jacksonville's hot. I like what Trevor Lawrence has been doing.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's really fulfilled the promise. It looks like he's a real elite.
Took some time, but
Okay, so Corey, who do you like?
I think Jacksonville is a very sneaky team, but I'm going to go with the Bills by like a field goal. I think it's just going to be one of those back and forth type of games, but it wouldn't shock me if Jacksonville wins that game. But, you know, with
Yeah.
Nick's point, I think,
Yeah.
you know, this is the time, you know, if not when, you know, for Josh Allen. You got, you know, Burrow not in the playoffs, you got Lamar not in the playoffs, Mahomes not in. So his biggest, you know, kryptonite is not there. So was there another kryptonite that we don't know of? We'll figure out in, you know, a few weeks there, but, or maybe this week. So I'm
Yeah,
leaning on the Bills just by, you know,
Stephen A. had Josh Allen as the quarterback with the most to prove or whatever, and Hurts didn't even make that list. But anyway, okay. So I'll go with the Bills. So that it's like 3-2 Bills over Jags. We'll see how we do. Game 4, who's that?
game 4 is Niners and Eagles. That
Okay,
is
we
your
already
4:30.
picked that. And then who do we have?
Your nightcap game is the
Patriots?
Patriots and Chargers.
Well, how about the Stephon Diggs? Is that a distraction?
I don't think it is. I mean, you know.
I haven't heard much about it other than the initial report.
You know, seeing what.
There are two
what was
sides to
said
every
and all that
story.
there, I don't see it, you know, playing on the field.
It's
there.
not like Ray Rice where they have a video
yeah.
in the elevator.
I'm going to go with New England in this game. I think.
Are they the surprise team in the league? Did anybody see them having this kind of season?
I don't think they're this level. I think Drake May being this good, this fast is kind of surprising.
He wasn't bad as a rookie, right? I mean,
No, but I mean, that's
Yeah,
such a
he's come
meteoric
lately.
rise
That
for them.
leap. He took a couple leaps to where he's at now,
Okay.
being an MVP caliber player. I just look at the Chargers, you know, with their injuries that they have dealt
Yeah,
with.
Herbert, he's gritty, but he's been banged up, so I know against the
Offensive
Eagles,
line
he was,
being, you know,
well, he
dealt
led
with
the team in rushing or something. But that's not gonna get you very far in the playoffs. So everybody says New England? Anybody think Jack, you think the Chargers have a chance?
No, I don't see them coming to New England and being able to beat the Patriots up there.
Okay,
The game will be a lot closer if the Chargers can protect Herbert. I think they have a good chance to win, to be honest. But because I'm also not really trusting the Patriots. I trust them more than the Chargers, though. So
hey, Jack, what about Bills Jags? I don't think I got you on that one. Who do you think's gonna win that one?
I like the Jaguars.
Okay, well, that's a split then. We're 3-3. Anything
Well,
can happen.
almost a split then, but yeah.
Okay.
And then we got the finale that is Texans and
Steelers. Well, that's a Monday night game,
That's the
right?
Monday night game.
Okay. Anybody think the Steelers have a chance?
I think it's going to be a very, very close game, and if you give Rodgers enough time left in the playoffs, he very well could. But Texans' defense is too good. I don't think that Steelers will be able to score enough points. Low-scoring game for sure.
The thing is, can the Texans score points? That's been the MO, throughout the
Well, yeah,
the
but,
season there.
the key for the Steelers is get after Stroud. You agree? I mean,
100% there. It's just, looking,
and
they're-
TJ Watt is back. How'd he play against the Ravens?
he
Rusty?
didn't get any sacks there.
Yeah.
He was, pressuring
Yeah.
Lamar throughout the
I
game
saw the
there.
first half, I didn't stay up.
I actually disagree with Brady and Corey. I don't think it's going to be that close of a game at all. The Steelers looked borderline incompetent against the Browns defense and Myles Garrett. They couldn't do anything offensively, and I would argue that Texas has a much better D than.
What about getting Metcalf back? He has a lot to prove. I mean, they bailed him out big
It's a
time by
tier-
beating
it's
the
a tier
Ravens.
notch there.
Yeah,
He should send
it's
Tyler
important,
Lupa
but I still
corsage
think
or something.
I still think that the Texans are just a much better defense.
Yeah.
And
They're mean, too.
yeah, I don't think Aaron Rodgers has what it takes anymore to overcome that team.
So, Jack, who do you like in that game? Steelers, Texans. Do you think the Steelers have a chance?
Since I lived in Pittsburgh for 10 years, I have a hard time not picking the Steelers here, but I think Houston's going to win this game.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be contrary. I like the Steelers. I'm going to say the Steelers pull off the upset. That would definitely be the upset of the weekend, correct?
Yeah, before we wrap up the show, you want to do Super Bowl predictions?
Sure,
Since we're
sure. Super Bowl predictions. Go ahead. Who wants to start?
I can start. I like Bills Rams. I think Josh Allen can finally get there, and I think that the Rams, with getting Devontae Adams and Quentin Lake back, the defense will be a lot better, offense a lot better. I think those two. It'll be a fun Super Bowl as well.
Okay, we have time to pick winners, right? We can pick winners next
Yeah.
week or
Oh,
down
yeah.
the road. We have several weeks. Okay, Corey, who do you like?
I'm gonna go with Niners Bills Super Bowl, and it didn't look good after Saturday night with the Niners there, but I'm gonna kind of stick with it. Usually, I'm horrible with my predictions there, so I'm gonna put the kibosh on the Niners maybe, but
Perfect reverse
or the
barometer.
Bills there. So Bills Niners Super Bowl. So I'm
Bills,
staying away
Niners.
from Chicago
Okay.
for my team there. So
Well, you're guessing with your head, not your heart.
absolutely.
Nick, who you got?
I'm gonna take the Rams over the Jags. I think Jacksonville has a pretty open shot in the AFC,
Okay.
and then I think that it's gonna be the Rams who survive. But I really think it's whoever is around last after the NFC West. I think whoever's still around has the best chance of winning it all.
Jack, do the Eagles have a chance to make it to the Super Bowl? Tell me some good news.
Yeah, definitely. But I think
But-
I think the best team is the Seahawks
Okay.
in the NFC.
So they're going
I
to
see them
prevail.
playing the
Okay.
Jaguars.
Seahawks,
Jaguars
Jags.
Super Bowl.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go with the Keystone combination, Eagles, Steelers.
Okay.
It's never happened,
No.
right?
That would be a crazy thing, wouldn't it?
Well, it would be crazy. Anyway, I'm just being contrary, So, well, listen, Jack, it's been great having you on. Any parting thoughts for the new year?
Stay healthy.
Yeah. Stay healthy. That applies to us as well here. Next, when spring ball start?
Our first game is February 19th, so
Okay.
hopefully a couple weeks after
February
that.
9th. Is that at home or are you in Florida or
It's
something?
home, and I hope it snows and we don't open
Yeah,
until Florida.
that's a lot of finger crossing. Although it's supposed to be 50 here.
Wednesday.
This,
Where
yeah,
do these guys
tomorrow.
go to school
So,
again, Jeff?
hmm?
Hey, Jeff, where do these guys go to school again?
Nick goes to Hagerstown Junior College and Brady goes to Shippensburg.
Okay.
So, when do you guys go back to school?
I go back this weekend.
This weekend?
I'm not till the 18th. So
Okay. Well, you're home. You ready to go back? Be honest.
Getting there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Jack, we don't get to go back to school, but we enjoy life and we get to root for our.
Every day's a holiday for me.
Exactly. Well, say hello to Mary Lou, and if you can get this on your computer, communitymedia.net. Feel free to give us a call anytime. We're always happy to talk sports.
Community.net.
Communitymedia.net. Yeah, you get on the website and you can just click on and watch live, right? You got,
Communitymedia.net.
you got Wi-Fi, right? And then you can
Yeah.
test it out. If you want to watch trivia, we'll be back in 14 minutes with live trivia. People play from around the planet, 25 multiple choice questions. It takes about 25 minutes. So
Are there teams or are they just?
everybody
single?
plays as an individual right now. It's evolving. Who knows? We could have, someday we could give away cars, but we're not there right now. We're not there just yet. We're worldwide bragging rights for a whole week. That's all we can do. So, well, hey, listen, we got to sign off here, but Jack, thanks so much. I love you and hope to talk to you soon, all right?
Yeah, guys, it was nice talking with you.
Thanks, guys. All right, Jack, take care. Thank you. We got to go. Bye-bye. Parting thoughts, guys? Thanks for including Jack in the conversation. I recorded all his picks.
That's all I have on my outline agenda and all
Did
that.
somebody
Yeah.
call, but we had to tell them they couldn't get technical difficulties? Okay. I thought we had somebody on the hook we could reel them in, but no.
No, the fish just kind of swimmed away.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Nick, all the best spring semester.
Thank you very
How do you
much.
like your
Appreciate it.
course load?
It doesn't seem too bad so far. I get
Yeah.
to do some field work for my teaching
Good.
major, so I'm excited.
Well,
for
where
that.
do you go from Hagerstown?
I'm not sure yet. I haven't gotten my assignment yet, so I'm excited for that.
Baseball could be a factor there, huh?
That could, yeah, that could lead a lot, but we'll see. Hopefully, hoping for a good season.
We'll be rooting for you. Feel free to call in or spring break or whatever. Stop back anytime.
Appreciate it.
Door's always open. Thanks again for your very thoughtful Christmas gift. Brady, anything?
No,
Next week you'll be around still? One more?
Yep, I should
Okay,
be, so.
all right. You guys can always call in when you're not here. So, you guys have done great. I just want to give you a tip of the cap. And I want to thank our current banner sponsors as well before we sign off here. Adams County Community Foundation, the Adams County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame, Classic Antique Innovations, Destination Gettysburg, Exchange Club of Hanover, Gettysburg Railway, Adams County chapter of Trout Unlimited, and UPMC Life Changing Medicine. And so, for Sean and Jordan in the control room, Corey Smith, Nick Pierce, Brady Denburn, I'm Jeff Cook. We'll see you next Tuesday. And every Tuesday right here on Sports Chat. Don't go away. We'll be right back with live trivia in about 11 minutes. Until then, good night, everybody. Good job, guys. Thanks for all your preparation. All right, see you, Nick. Bye, Brady.